Hello and welcome back to MI Live. I'm still your host with the most, Chinmay Sharma, aka Scuba and it's not just the three of us now. We've got the mentor of RCB and I'm camera. It's another Sanya. But Sanya, welcome to the show.
Nice. Thank you so much.
And tell us what you do and yeah, take it away.
Okay. So, hello guys, I'm Sanya Navalkar and I am a huge Mumbai Indians fan, clearly. I'm also a female physiotherapist. So, I'm super happy for the WPL and yeah, so that's about me.
Just WPL aside, I got some knots and I got some problem areas, dude. I've been struggling with shoot and reels for the last 4 days. Any tips, any exercise I can do through this episode to just open up my neck?
Through this episode, no, but later surely.
Done. Sorted. Sorted.
Yeah. No, but like speaking of this auction, like is there any specific player जिसके लिए you're excited? असा कोण आहे का player जे तुला हवी आज pick केलेली? और तुला वाटतं की यार team sorted आहे?
I feel like our team is top notch already.
Yeah.
We could like get in someone for just in case of any injuries.
हाँ.
But I feel I mean we are pretty good and smooth with our game and our captain is doing amazing. So
Oh हाँ.
yeah, I mean I like the team right now. Let's see what we do.
Fantastic. Also, the auction, guys, has started. I'm sure you guys are watching as well. We're watching along here as well.
Australian.
It's amazing to see just all the teams coming in. I'm sure everyone has their own pieces of paper with hundreds and hundreds of notes and players they can buy. Fortunately for us, all we have to do is sit and judge and smile and say okay. And then of course we have our trusted. As they are doing it there, we're also doing it for only for good vibes.
Yeah.
Did they give us any good one-liners in the comments, or bro, of the rules and stuff? What
That
was the rules?
that was-
I really want to gully cricket rules, guys.
Yeah, but keep spamming it.
Is it lunchtime? No, it's post lunchtime. Yeah, guys, give us your gully cricket rules and also now tell us names of players we should go for. I mean, for me personally, I'm a huge fan of South African pacers. So
Shabnam Ismail.
Shabnam Ismail is my pick again.
No, but Phoebe, the one being bid right now, is actually a good Aussie batter.
Okay.
She could be utilized, but of course, I mean, for MI, I'm not sure if we would bid for her. But it's good to watch multiple teams bidding for her at the moment.
Listen, every now and then when you think it's just Kunal, just do one of these. We feel like we're bidding.
Oh, okay, that's good. Yeah.
Hey.
In fact, she has a great strike rate also when playing T20 cricket, and when you have a strike rate coming immediately over 200, so that becomes again a magnetic field for a team to pull you back. And again, 1,606 runs in women's T20. So again, feels so incredible to see so many women performing well.
I love how I mentioned something and then she just backs me up with all of those lovely stats and just bolsters my opinion. Ki, हाँ, सही बोल रहा था ये.
Maybe if you're watching whenever, you should get in touch with her because she clearly is a huge fan. But look again, guys, 90 lakhs current bid. Talk about the purse that we have. Are you looking at Binaisha, since you are so closely associated with women's cricket? बताओ आपकी, should we go for like just 2 big players or maybe get 3 or 4 basic? Anyone in mind? Any amount in mind? Do you think we should exceed?
No amount in mind. Last season also, Mumbai Indians broke the banks for someone like Nat Sivabrant, which definitely was absolutely
worth it.
More than worth it. So, you know, when you see a player coming into the field, especially MI, it could be maybe a domestic talent, and MI is known to scout those unheard gems and to make them big stars. So possibly we could see maybe an all-rounder, an Indian all-rounder, maybe a Devika Vaidya, maybe possibly Simran Bahadur as well, maybe a leg spinner.
He loves his Simrans. He's
Simran Sheikh, Simran Bahadur, both I'm really rooting for. Kafi talented hai.
Simran Bahadur is the one who plays for Railways.
Railways, yes.
Correct. So there were a couple of comments as well. Have you seen any of these young and untried players yet, or the cricket you watch is जो चल रहा है टीवी पे, I'm enjoying that for now.
So in case of women's cricket, I am more of like जो चल रहा है TV पे, because it was not much known before. 2018, I guess 2019 around I started watching it, and I used to watch it on and off, but I enjoy it a lot.
But it's good,
so,
And you're not the only one. Like आपके जैसे बहुत सारे हैं जिन्होंने women's cricket recently देखना चालू किया and they're enjoying it. Me being one of it, not very recently. I started watching since couple of years. But काफी beautiful है to get these people and they're like कि अच्छा हाँ they're still learning, they're getting to know these little things about players और वो post करते हैं social media पे. I think social media पर post दिखने लगते हैं ना meme pages and all of it, you know it's being buzzing.
True. And अगर women की बात करें, Commonwealth Games आ चुके हैं, Women's T20 आ चुकी है, Interzonal T20 आ चुकी है, Asia Cup आ चुकी है, तो the growth is so evident step by step. We are getting there.
Yes.
Long way to go, but it's a
Long
great
way to go,
start.
but it's a massive start from where I said previously, where we came from and where we are today is thanks to the pioneers who've got us here. But we have, yes, a long way to go and we will get there very soon.
After a speech like that, just put the paddle up once.
Oh,
yes.
The chosen one.
That's the chosen one, dude. That's the one. That's the one.
But yeah, a lot of comments are actually coming in and guys, अभी ना सिर्फ blue hearts इन्हें तो देखने ही है, उसके अलावा we want to see a lot of opinions, questions for us. हमें मुश्किल के spot में रख दो कि यार इसके आंसर क्या दे.
We'll answer your questions, dude. If you want to ask anything.
This cute moon on YouTube was saying, "Am I forever?" Absolutely, am I forever?
Yes.
There's a lot of Karthik is mentioning a lot of blue hearts. There's Deepak mentioning a lot of blue hearts. Lovely to see all this love.
Our cardiac health is good, I think. Is fantastic. But apart from that, give us some. We are here to answer any question. Go personal if you want, bro. You want to ask me my favorite color? She already guessed it. But go for it. You want to know anything about any of us? You have some physiotherapy questions?
Oh yeah, please.
We have a physiotherapist in the house.
This is live treatment के लिए, live opinions.
Yeah.
Virtual talk.
Yeah.
But she's not going to come out from the TV to give you those kind of physiotherapy sessions. So please keep it discreet.
So guys, who's going to educate me about Bharti? Have you guys seen her? Seen what she's capable of? Does she fit into the? Because we're looking at close-ups of Mrs. Ambani and our table. Do you think the paddles go enough for this one?
No, she unfortunately went unsold as well.
Yes.
Yeah. The next player is Mona Meshram.
Yeah.
Interesting to see. Let's see a couple of players. Like 30 lakh base price is definitely. I mean, a few teams would go for it.
Yes, it's an
Dude,
in-between.
I'm surprised Gujarat Giants have to make the most bets because उन्होंने पूरा like they went अच्छा खेले reset. They were like how well played everyone and then just press the reset button.
When you say Giants, na. It takes me a second to recalibrate Gujarat and put Giants together. It's still getting.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
Yeah. So I think that's something I want to say thank you for the tuitions again. It's just sticking in my head. Right
Both mean the same. Right? Titans is also huge and Giants is also huge. So
and unfortunately, she goes unsold also, Mona Meshram. Again, a good batter would have been nice if someone would have given her an opportunity.
They can always come back at the end,
yes,
right? So,
yes,
which is when
absolutely. Because again, 11 matches when you've seen Women's T20, again scoring 125 runs is something, you know, she is there, but she needs to get to a better stage.
अब ये भी सोचो जो भी teams है, like let's look at DC का lineup. Everyone's batting is quite sorted. DC, there's Jamima, Shafali, there's a lot of players. At the top order as well. There's Meg Lanning.
Meg Lanning, of course.
They start off with Shafali, Meg Lanning, there's Jamima, there's Tanya Bhatia, there's proper batters out there. Caps, there's Capsy, there's Cap.
Yeah.
Apart from that, Gujarat Giants ki batting order is sorted. They've given away their bowling order completely. But batting mein they've got Beth Mooney, there's a couple of players out there.
Right.
So, I've actually researched every team. Yeah.
Blue hearts for you, my friend.
Thanks a lot, man. Yeah. But that's the thing. So that's why it's unfortunate. A lot of batters might not go sold.
Right.
Because batting order has been sorted, is what I'm saying.
We don't have a team of specialists. We have a team
all-rounders.
I mean, even on paper, you look only Harmanpreet, who even though I know she bowls, I know before you jump, I know you've been correcting the last day. But look, even she can bowl.
Yes.
Our wicketkeeper can also bowl, is what you educated me about yesterday.
Even Yasika
can bowl.
Yes.
So what are we doing then? Why are we even doing this show? Let's chill and just watch the game and bully. I think today, guys, let's just enjoy and see what we can do. I would really love to see the paddle going up just so that we get the price up. I hope they've done a little bit of research. Because look, every time there is a close-up of the MI table,
I'm like, are they bidding for it? No, they're not.
In fact, even our backup wicketkeeper Priyanka Bala, even she bowls. She does wicket keeping. She bats. She can be, you know. So she's also someone who can. I think everyone in T20 can bat, bowl, and some of them can wicket keep. But that's the need of the hour.
Exactly.
It's the need of the hour. You fill a spot in a T20 team, whether it's up the order, in the middle order. You have to know how to bowl. If you can bowl, you contribute with the ball. If you cannot, then you contribute with the bat.
So versatility is the need of the hour, I guess.
Options there to the captain. They are एक दिन off because T20 T20 इतना volatile sport है ना, format of the game है.
Correct.
कि होगा कि your best bowler might not have a good day. तो किसी को तो option देना चाहिए.
Right. Naomi up for.
She went unsold. Yeah, she went unsold.
Wow, guys. This auction might just go in. I think a little
going
too
brutal
quick.
actually. Yeah.
Because it's just pop.
But then आप लोग बताओ यार किस player पे bid करना चाहिए था जो already अभी जा चुके हैं bidding
Actually,
point of
very
view से.
very different from the men's auctions purely in the sense of I think it'll get juicy right towards the end. I think that's when the players come back because I think everyone is still sussing out the other teams, seeing if they need to spend this sort of money. And you can see the squad size. I think MI pretty much with 13 players and we don't have a core, we have a hard core. We're sorted. We're
And you know,
much,
you see, Chino, Maya Boucher, she's been a star-studded batter in the 100. She was very impactful in making Southern Brave team, the team which won the 100 this season for the women's. Again, she plays for Hampshire in the county cricket club in England. But at the same time, her best is 73 versus Sussex. So that is something you have to watch out for is Maya Boucher.
And look, you've been quiet in the corner. I think you feel left out. So just to get you a little company, we've got a few fans coming on. Kunal, you got to help me with this, brother. In the Lotus Herbals. Punch and wide. We came back. They'll join us in a few seconds. But look, do you think, sticking with what you were saying about the 100 and multiple other tournaments happening all over the world, how difficult is it for these players then to come on these slow rank turners, try pitches, like you said, end of the season, cricketing season in Mumbai, and then perform here?
Yes, a little difficult, but then there are certain players who've already played for their respective countries versus India, so they know conditions very well. Biggest example is Hayley Matthews. Her off-spin suits Indian conditions is something which she thrives on. So again, it's different for different cricketers.
Hello fans, by the way.
Hey, sorry guys, we got a little carried away with the conversation. The auction to start, I've got my paddle up, guys. Karthik, new face. Karthik, introduce yourself, brother. What team do you support? And can those headphones get any bigger?
Right. I know slightly old school headphones, but
I love it.
I like the Mumbai. I like the Mumbai Indians simply because of the way they, go about planning their team. I've seen them improve, especially in the men's IPL, where they had a very slow start in 2008, 9, and 10, and then they came back with a bang. So, but that's not been the case. They've learned their lessons and they won the first women's IPL. So that way, I'm a fan of Mumbai because I also work for Jio. So fan of Mumbai Indians, but I'm actually interested to see if some of the other three sides, three I'd say because Delhi has a good side, but I want the other three to actually bridge that gap so that it gets a little more competitive. It's not an MIDC final that we hope for.
Agreed. I completely agree, Karthik, because Dwaipan, I'm sure you also would agree with this. Yaar, DC or MI काफी sorted है when it comes to their squad. DC might have to fit in one or two players, but आपका overall batting order, bowling is quite sorted out. Are you looking forward to a certain player? कि ये एक आ जाए तो maybe और थोड़ा better हो जाएगा?
I would start off by saying I agreed with everything that Karthik said, but I wouldn't mind another MIDC final this season as well. But of course, Kunal, as you keep asking me right now, I feel आपने अभी थोड़े टाइम
sorry to cut you off, buddy, but George has just been sold
to RCB.
To RCB. Is that the first sale of the day? I believe it is.
No, there's a couple of other.
There have been a couple, okay. But
Mano, what's your reaction on this? Don't say Isala Kaplam there again.
No, definitely not. But yeah, a good pick. Yeah, we've been looking we've been looking for our overseas slot. So yeah, one already gone. So maybe a few more. But yeah, really excited. First sale of the day for RCB. Great going.
Yeah.
I think the smile on Manav's face says it all. That the first pick of the day and it means so much to him. But Manav, if there is a particular player you think needs that spot, needs that exposure which your team can give, what and who would you pick?
The entire show we've been talking about Tara Norris, and for me, I mean, we have been looking for our fast bowling attack because we have released a lot of fast bowlers and we are looking for fast bowlers. So someone with the left arm angle coming in. So and we're gonna have matches like Kunal mentioned. We're gonna have matches in Chinnaswamy this year as well. So Chinnaswamy is not a huge ground. So if we can have that angle coming in and the left arm seamer coming in, that will be a really good thing, which I believe. So yeah, I guess I'm really
in fact,
looking forward
Annabelle
to that
Sutherland
one.
is up for auction. I really wish there was a Gujarat Giants fan over here because I think that was a blunder कि एक season में उसे जाने दिया. She's a good prospect.
Yeah.
I agree. The performance wasn't really up to the mark. To a point, I remember the captain had to
Mumbai
start
in the
bowling.
bid? Am I in the bid?
Am I in the
Yes,
bid?
I think
So
that is-
clearly,
Said it's in the
let's
bid, yeah.
go.
It's
Let's go.
very,
She
very
better be
clear.
as scary as the movie as an all-rounder. Because that's what I want to see. Again, you want a homegrown all-rounder.
Yeah.
Annabelle wouldn't be too bad as
Not-
an
not at
international.
all,
And
not at
am
all.
I aggressively bidding?
Yes,
Bid up to
because-
75 lakhs.
Chino,
Versus Delhi Capitals
yes,
again.
In fact, Annabelle comes from a cricketing family herself.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yes, her father James Sutherland was the former CEO of
Quite aggressive.
Australian cricket.
Sorry to cut you off, Binaisha,
Yeah.
but aggressive bidding there by MI.
This is Emma versus
gone-
TC again, Shinu.
Again, and this is good. I really like this sort of competition because the good part is even if we don't end up landing her services,
Prices, yeah.
we've hiked up the price. We've caused a sort of inflation.
Yes.
As you can see, Saurabh Ganguly Dada is already a little looking a little well, not happy with these excessive bets. It's got to 130 lakhs and 140 now. Go get in there, MI. That's
Oh,
what's
there
up.
you go.
That's what's up. Even I put up.
But trust me, she's worth every penny.
Absolutely.
The bid is going to go a lot higher than this, if I'm not wrong. Because
Yes, it will.
She's worth it, trust me.
True, it will. And in fact, her brother also plays cricket, Will Sutherland. So there you go. So she
The entire family.
entire family is into cricket. She loves her football as well. Again, another player who loves her football.
Nice.
But absolutely, Annabelle Sutherland, a young talent for
Yeah.
the Mumbai Indians.
200 lakhs almost, guys. Keep keep going,
will, in
Binaisha.
fact,
I'm
it
just
will.
updating them.
Walter
Yes.
is also spamming ki le lo karke. Let's see, keep bidding. This is
Lekin
gonna be
apna,
fun.
ours is 2.1 crores, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the limit.
I think it could be an early show for us, guys. It'll be great if we just wrap up
Did we get it?
in the 7th or 8th. Oh, that's what. That I like it. I know what you guys did
Smart.
there, and I like it.
Smart.
Stuck on 200 lakhs.
And for a change, it's an Uno reverse on Delhi Capitals. Uno reverse.
That's what's up. I love it.
As good as a checkmate.
Yeah.
Guys, sorry we've sort of cut you guys out. Sorry, we've got a bunch of guests here. Sarthak, you have the biggest smile. I'm going to ask you, are you enjoying this vibe that we're putting up the bids? We've been victims of being having to fight for players that we want, spend extra, especially with the Capitals. Are you happy that we sort of hiked up the price?
It's sold to Capitals, officially.
Yeah, same last year like vibes. But we are happy that we hiked up the price for Delhi at least. So I guess they have the budget of only 25 lakhs remaining.
Yeah.
Dwight
But Dwight,
and-
I'm sure you're super happy because I'm sure the price has been maybe not inflated. It's kind of a fair price actually.
You reckon? It's a good price?
She's
Yeah,
really
it's a good
valuable.
price. It's valuable.
So Dwight, you could make good use of her services as well, right? In the playing 11.
I mean, you guys just mentioned it's an early show for you guys. It's definitely over for DC. I don't know.
No, but Dwaipan,
honestly-
what is that one thing which you absolutely love about Annabelle Sutherland? Because she comes, she picks up wickets, she has 102 wickets in her kitty. So what aspect of her game do you personally like? Now since
So
she's
I
in your
have-
team.
Definitely, I have seen most of her cricket in Big Bash. I haven't followed a lot of her cricket which she's played for Australia. But in
Yeah.
Big Bash, I do see a lot of that fight, which at some point of time in the next 3 years, we will see the Women's Premier League becoming the most competitive T20 league in women's. And that
Fair.
kind of character, things that you can't really always see in the scorecard,
Yeah.
is something that I feel Delhi Capitals invest in her long term.
Yeah.
It's not probably what Gujarat did with Devika Vaidya last season, where they invested so much and then letting her go. So 2 crore, in my opinion, is a bit too much. But if we are investing her in
In a long
3
term.
In a long term,
Yeah.
yeah.
Dude, Deandra Doughton is up, the West Indian muscler. Like the way
West
she
Indian in the
muscles
house,
ball.
our antennas are instantly
she went
up.
unsold.
Very surprising to be
It's shocking.
honest.
It's-
Very
I think she
surprising.
will make a
In
comeback
the
at the end. I definitely think you can't have a WPL without her.
A player with 2,681 runs.
Cannot be. 100, I completely do agree. I mean, similar
In
things
fact,
have happened.
wasn't she the first player to hit a T20 century in women's cricket?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
really?
And she's amongst the first few to hit more than 100 sixes also in women's T20.
She's insane,
Has to
dude.
be a West
She's insane,
Indian.
yeah.
Absolutely. Brilliant
She's too
mind.
good.
Brilliant mind.
surprising
there's
she
a
runs
little bit of
for, but yeah.
culture going on in the MI. Every time I look at conversations happening, I don't know why, because in my head we've already sorted our team out. So every time there's a conversation, I'm like, oh, is it time? Is it time? But yeah, the bids have gone up. Okay, oh my god,
Karthik, is there any specific player that you're looking forward to in this auction? ऐसा कोई एक है player?
Well, I was actually looking forward to seeing. I mean, it might be a very off-field choice. You guys were also discussing it. Veda Krishnamurthy. If she, were to get a bid, because I'm interested. She was likened to as a Sehwag in 2017 when India lost that final against England at Lord's. I'm just curious because she, when she played the T20 World Cup in 2020, she used to bat at 7 and used to score at about 70-80 strike rate. So just like Annabelle Sutherland that you guys were talking about, she's part of a very power-packed Australian lineup, doesn't have the space to express herself. So I want players like Annabelle Sutherland or Veda Krishnamurthy to go to sides where there is more space for them to express themselves, have a more central role to, do. So I'm actually trying to pick out the left field choices and see, okay, what new role can they do? Because Annabelle Sutherland, for all that she's played for Australia, she scored less than 100 runs, and we know how hard a batter she is. So I'm just looking to see what other new roles can people develop into.
Interesting.
Gentlemen, I'm going to ask all of you guys, starting with you, Sarthak. I mean, the WPL, again, this is only the second season. Genuinely, what is something that is really, because I still remember the IPL initial days, like you said, getting used to it, getting accustomed, the timings. Yeah. What is something about the WPL that has instantly caught your attention rather, and something that's drawn you towards a sport that's blossoming very quickly?
As India is a country which is mad for cricket, and women's cricket was underrated, and I guess the broadcasting rights and all, we gave free tickets during last year. The audience came, the matches were good. That was the point the people got into the women's cricket, and the women's Big Bash. It's going quite good there.
Yeah.
Chino, I think the next one on the card is Chamari Atapattu, the Sri Lankan great left-handed batter. Again, was phenomenal in the recent Big Bash for the women. 552 runs, second highest run score in the entire tournament.
552 is a lot of runs.
Winning.
Not for MI in the sense we don't really know where to fit her in, but she deserves a WPL team for sure.
Unfortunately.
No, Deandra and Atapattu will be there in the second round.
Come back.
Yeah, it looks like that. Definitely.
Just like the Terminator. I'll be back.
In fact, the first Sri Lankan woman to play 1,000 matches.
1,000 matches?
In franchisee cricket.
That's right, but 1,000 of any game is a lot.
Yes.
Wow. So, okay, Manav, RCB, my man. Man, you guys can't become chokers, for a lack of a better term, in two different formats. Do you think genuinely, because look, and again, brother, this is not me making fun of you or your team, right? Not for a second. I genuinely think on paper, ridiculously good team.
Yeah, dude.
But on the day, it just doesn't come up with the goods. Do you think it's then a mentality thing? And then from this kind of auction, would you like to get someone with that championship mentality who can actually step into the game and probably lift the entire team in its spirits?
I believe like we have been like the last season we were just were able to get our we were just not able to get our 11 right. Like we've had like Heather Knight was in and out. She was not able to find her spot in the 11. So maybe number 4 was quite an issue for us in last season as well. We need someone like we need a proper like a good.
Sarthak, what do you think as best Heath in this entire MI setup? Do you think with a base of maybe 30 lakhs she might fit into a team which you are thinking about as a future prospect?
She was good, but she got unsold. Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Okay.
This has to be some sort of tactic where a lot of players.
No, because you've got to allot your funds accordingly, right? Zyada funds hai nahi. Like in terms of the prices that these girls deserve is a lot higher. So they know once we start bidding, it's going to go high.
So might as well just get them at the best possible price at the end.
Pehle go for those homegrown all-rounders wala part, and wahan se maybe jitna bacha hai, then allot it accordingly.
We don't need a keeper, so I'm guessing Sushma Verma does not fit our plans. So take it away. This is where we can sit and just relax.
No, she comes in as a handy batter also, playing.
How many more handy batters are we going to get, Pinzi?
I am not talking about specifically buying her, but I'm giving an overall gist about what Sushma Verma is.
Would you have her in the MI squad?
Right now, unfortunately, we don't have space.
Yeah.
So maybe.
Yeah, I just have a question. Dwaipan, you watched the previous season entirely. I'm sure आपने Mumbai Indians के काफी matches देखे रहेंगे. What was the X factor of MI? जिसके वजह से इतना champion वाला vibe आ रहा था.
I feel what MI has done really well from the men's tournament to the women's tournament is they are not a one name team, right? You know, we have got Hayley Matthews, we have got at somewhat like what Australia did in the World Cup recently. MI, and I'll be honest, if you ask any other team's fans, they are never comfortable in a match against Mumbai Indians because even if you're 5 down, even if you're 6 down, someone would just, you can't rule out Mumbai Indians. And the most special part, as you keep asking me, is there is always someone putting their hats into the ring and performing for them, which is not the case for other teams.
And Manu, do you think, is this the exact concern with RCB? Because a couple of players like Elise Perry, Smriti Mandana, it's heavily reliant on those and less of the likes of Shreyanka Patil, which was a very good find, by the way.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Shreyanka Patil, like I've been watching her since like the under 15, under 19 days, and she's also played for now like the Caribbean Premier League. So she's been absolutely magnificent. She's the find of like for RCB, but we've been a very big top 3, like kind of a big top order team. So we just need someone in the middle order. So that's was something which we are looking for in this season as well. Some stability.
So कौन से players हो गए वो?
Yeah, I mean it's been yeah. Sorry.
तो no, Manu, I'm saying आपने बोला lower middle order में कोई players चाहिए, तो ऐसे कोई players है जो आप चाहते हो RCB target करे?
Devika Vaidya, but I am not too sure if that will fit our budget. Because we are also looking for spinners because with Shreyanka Patil we've just got one off spinner and Heather Knight can bowl, but we need someone like a left arm spinner or like a leg spinner as well. So that's why to find someone, Devika Vaidya, if we get it, supremely good, but if we don't, we need to find someone as an uncapped player as well.
Yeah. I feel RCB was a bit harsh on a couple of players. Like Poonam Khemnar was decent in terms of her numbers in the local performances, but RCB में उतना performance नहीं था. Do you see कि उसे वापस buy back करे maybe at a lesser price? क्योंकि talent तो बहुत है.
Yeah, definitely, because if the plans don't work for the management for certain players, so they might think of getting their players back on a reasonable price, which will help them improve their kitty as well. And I mean, we can give. It's just one season which has happened, so we can rely on the players for another season at least. I mean, एक season में we can't judge anyone for sure.
Exactly.
True.
Yeah.
Dwaipan, I'm going to get back to you. दो टीम इस ऑक्शन में काफ़ी सेटल्ड लग रहे हैं. एक है मुंबई इंडियंस और दूसरा है दिल्ली कैपिटल्स. अगर हम पिछले सीजन देखें तो दो टीम्स अगेन जो फाइनल में आए थे वही दोनों टीम्स थे. लेकिन आपको कौन सा मैक्सिमम बड़ा थ्रेट लगता है मुंबई इंडियंस कैंप में से जो शायद डीसी के लिए थोड़ा खतरनाक साबित हो सकता है?
मुझे लगता है is someone that will just grow in stature in the years to come because वो एक spinner है and in Indian conditions spinner is something that all teams will value और जैसे कि हम भी देख भी रहे हैं कि batsmen pure batsmen लोगों के लिए none of the teams have any space and I feel international players are valued at a premium and if you ask me one name even though I feel Mumbai Indians is just filled with stardom, star power, players that can win them matches. One kind of player who would kind of go under the weather but perform for them would be Amir.
Oh yes, Amir.
Yes,
of course.
We will definitely keep an eye on all of these players and lots more, guys. I'm going to have to bid you farewell just for a little bit again. Thank you so much for joining us, and hopefully we get to see lots more of you very soon.
Brilliant insight. Do tell me, does it feel like these people have just started watching women's cricket?
No,
Not at all.
But
Joe
I didn't
Insights,
know
it's
such a good market.
amazing.
It's fantastic, man. And
People have been following Shreyanka Patil's career since 15. That's so commendable. Karthik ke insights. He wasn't speaking from an MI fan standpoint.
Correct.
He was speaking from a cricket analyst. It was amazing.
Right, which is fantastic.
That is what brings so much of an impact. What women's games has done to the community who loves cricket so much. You know, you look at Shreyanka Patil, who recently, from an uncapped player, became a capped player recently when she made her
Is there a better feeling in the world?
Nothing more. It's like Aishak.
Yeah.
Saika Ishaq, Harmanpreet took a chance on her. Today we see her making a debut for the Indian team.
It was an emotional moment.
It was very
Saika
emotional.
actually got the cap from Harman. You were narrating that incident. I watched it,
absolutely.
but the way you narrated, I got extra emotional double.
Just having your franchise captain handing you your national
just giving that cap to her and giving her nothing more but a hug. And said, just go out and play.
I think that's what MI does is lets players express themselves. You see that with multiple youngsters. And look, again, women's cricket, very young sport, so a lot of young players. Right? You see the average age of all of the teams, all the names we've got so far. It's fantastic. I think are MI the only franchise who haven't bought someone? I think Annabelle being the biggest, 2 crores. Man, if we got over that amount, we'd be saying bye in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Biggest buy for you so far, Annabelle? Do you think we could have gone just one bit higher and probably gone for her?
No, I feel what we did was totally perfect because we don't have that amount of funds.
Yeah,
we don't.
And
we could get better players in the next round.
We have 13 players right now.
And it would have been unfortunate कि Annabelle Sutherland जैसे को pick किया है and उसे bench पे रखा है. Because knowing अपना overseas players, there's no spot for anyone else as of now. But and then watching Annabelle Sutherland, it'll be like Chris Lynn को क्यों बिठाया? याद है?
Correct.
I don't want that. Annabelle Sutherland deserves a playing 11 का spot. And as I said, I was stunned कि Gujarat Giants has a chance. It takes a moment to move on. I didn't really go ahead with her.
But look, let's have a look at the squad so far.
Sophia Constant, Tania Mulgrad, Deepti Sharma, amazing names. Alyssa Healy, that's the one she was mentioning. Alyssa Healy was NSB.
That's a big matchup. That's a big matchup.
But it's such a good team. I'm looking at some of the big names, and I don't know how teams like this struggled against us. So I mean, they did defeat us last season. One of the losses that we did have. Any standout players from this squad you would keep an eye out for in the coming season?
I think Rajeshwari Gaikwad was quite underrated in the previous season, and watching her perform, it was great. So this season also she could be an X Factor.
कोई battles है MI के खिलाफ इस team से you think Warriors के?
And NSB versus
Alyssa I think that's the biggest matchup which he mentioned about. But Chino जब Indian players perform करते हैं ground पे, वो जाके अर्धशतक मारते हैं, वो जाके एक maybe a 5 wicket haul या 3 wicket haul लेते हैं तो बहुत खुशी होती है and even more जब एक Indian करता है बहुत ज़्यादा.
क्या बात है. Let's move on to the squad of the Gujarat Giants. Let's have a look at how they're shaping up. So I think pretty much all the teams have made a few purchases here and there except MI, but honestly I don't see the need to. Kunal, talk me through this, man.
Ashley, I think what they did
smartly... Phoebe was just bought right now, so Phoebe is a new inclusion there.
I think what they did smartly is they stayed with the overseas core, which is Ashley Gardner, Beth Mooney,
Wolwart.
Yes. And Harley Deol is like initially she didn't go off the way everyone expected, but just the tournament progress hua, Harley Deol was in her element, like smacking in and out.
She worked through it.
It was scary. Because I चाहता था Harley Deol would come in MI. Like I was really hoping during the auctions last season. But it's good to watch her do well.
Hemlata as well, who's had a phenomenal T20 domestic season. Interzonal कर लो या फिर T20
What are the big tournaments? Let's educate us and the audience. What are some of the bigger tournaments that you have domestically in India, apart from, of course, the WPL, which is an international one? What are some of the tournaments that these girls are playing?
So first, let me start with Mumbai because we are specifically doing Mumbai cricket. So firstly is the Manorama by Apte Under 16 Women's Tournament, which happens in the month of February. और वो एक ground breaking rule होता है जब भी एक youngster आके वही tournament में आपको शतक, अर्धशतक या फिर 5 wicket haul ले लेता है. So that's where the journey starts from. After that, obviously, under 19 happens, under 23 happens, and from there you move on. Then you play domestic cricket, T20, interzonal T20. And then obviously,
let's just have a quick
lot of information for the moment. So let's have a look at the DC squad for a while.
Right.
I think DC squad is very much sorted. Meg Lanning, Jamima, Shafali at the top order. Tanya Bhatia, our ex-Indian keeper as well. Poonam Yadav was the bowler, Jess Jonathan. I think they're quite solid. As I said before, ऊपर से Annabelle Sutherland coming in, they've got a good option अभी कि किसे play करे, क्या करे. But I'm not sure किसको replace करे in the top 4 overseas के spots. So,
Annabelle, too expensive for you? 2 crores?
For MI?
No, for
she went to DC right now. 2 crores.
I feel so.
Yeah.
If we wouldn't bid for her, I don't think she would go
So you're happy that we...
it's a question of वो deserve करती है उतना yes, but MI ने smartly उस price पर लेके गए. वो मेरे हिसाब से काफी
आपको लगता है कि एनाबेल सदरलैंड बेस्ट फिट जो है वो डीसी के ही लिए बनी हुई है अभी फिलहाल?
Not really. I feel Gujarat Giants would have made good use of her. My point of view,
मतलब it does make sense कि आप प्लेयर को खरीदो और फिर
इतना benching or down,
exactly इतना ज्यादा आपके पास already 10 combinations बनी हो और फिर आप प्लेयर को bench करते हो.
It's like you have a bouquet of like orchids and you're just putting one rose.
पर यार वो
let's see क्या होता है.
पर यार वो strategy नहीं हो सकती कि हाँ you won't be in हमारे playing 11 but दूसरों की you won't be playing against us as well.
Correct.
That वो भी strategy हो सकता है.
Negative like in gully cricket negative मत they are doing that.
Nice. Speaking of negative, unfortunately, we have to move on to the next team, RCB, which unfortunately have again great team, but
big names, star players for sure.
Yes,
guys, also
Elise Perry, Sophie Devins, Smriti Mandana, Heather Knight, dude.
what are these names, dude?
I have been going through these players.
Yeah, Shriyanka Patil, you see Disha Kasat also again,
dude,
a young Indian talent.
Remember the buzz around after the very first Tata IPL auctions, and they were like, dude, if this team doesn't win the cup, it's a big question mark on the franchise because यार कैसे you can lose with these numbers, these players.
Yeah,
इनमें से सोफी डिवाइन, स्मृति मंधाना, एलिस पेरी, जॉर्जिया विरहैम, हेदर नाइट,
that's it. There itself is
sorted.
Exactly, उनका जो ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन है वर्ल्ड T20 कप साउथ अफ्रीका से वापस WPL में आ चुका है. So you build a core around it and you stick to that core. वो strategy.
I would love to actually have the fans on whenever we can and ask the RCB fans and say that what do you think happens? Is it a mentality thing? Is it a franchise thing? No, because look, I do sound, and I promise you guys, all you RCB fans who are watching, I have nothing against you or your team personally, but it's baffling to see just a team with so much talent. We just saw the squad.
Yeah.
Man, do you have an insight into how or why this could be happening?
Particular players being picked and then maybe just overhyped and then you
add a lot of pressure as well, right? At the same time, when you look at MI, once we look at the squad as well, right. MI has been giving them room and liberty कि यार आप अपना performance कर लो, we trust you.
Correct.
अभी इन players को hype up करना and then back नहीं करना. But looking at MI का squad, like all of these players you can look on the screen as well. These have been brilliantly given space कि आप अपना काम कर लो, हम लोग trust करते हैं.
Exactly.
I think Yastika का best example, which I'll say afterwards because right now just look at these amazing names out there. Binash, please walk us through.
Yastika Bhatia again 214 runs in the last season with a strike rate of 112. Emerging player for the Mumbai Indians there. Priyanka Bala, another wicketkeeper batter. But I think everyone from Healy, Yastika, Izzy, Nat,
everyone, Jinty, the bowlers. Actually, we should start off with the bowlers. The kind of performance उन्होंने दिया है. साइका की बात करें,
Izzy Wong,
Jinty, Izzy Wong. Okay. Funny part, अगर bowlers की बात करें तो batters के नाम आ ही जाते हैं. सब all-rounders हैं.
Exactly.
But then
Haley Matthews for you the pick of. I mean, of course. Opening batsman winning the purple cap is first of all. I mean, what's up, buddy?
MI picking a West Indian all-rounder हो गया. It is historically and statistically proven.
Not just an all-rounder captain.
That too of their
so this
is
team. Very important to have so many captains in that one setup.
Thinking cricketers.
Harmanpreet in that Mumbai Indians setup, but again you start from scratch here. So again it's a building phase.
Like Harmanpreet is the brain and she's the muscle of the.
She's the right hand.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Right.
There's a lot of chit-chat, guys. Too much information to process, but I'll tell you what, Kunal seems like he go for a walk. I could go for a walk with him. We're going to quickly go take a quick chat, sort of regroup. We'll be back very soon. Please don't go anywhere. Me and my trusted paddle and all these lovely co-hosts and guests of ours will be right here. We'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.